You know, I'm the kind of guy that is not loyal to any video editing software. I used to edit a lot in Sony Vegas back in the day, then I switched to Final Cut Pro, then for years I was in Premiere Pro, and now I'm back in Final Cut. So as long as the software satisfies my needs, then that's what I'm gonna stick with. Which brings me to the topic of this video. For about 6 months now, starting with version 10.6 of Final Cut, so update if you haven't done it yet, you can do face and object tracking right in the software, simple, fast, and easy. Right now it's tracking my watch, pretty much any object basically. Get a face, track your face. So today, I'm gonna teach you how to do this. That's right, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, let's take a look. Look at this handsome guy. As you can see already in my timeline, I have 3 videos that I would like to track, and please ignore this adjustment layer. It's just so that I can have some color on my face. But I would like to start with the face tracking because this is mind-blowing for me. You can actually tell the difference using AI between a face and an object. So what I want to do now is go in titles and get a basic title, and look what happens. As I drag, it just knows that's my face. So the next step now is to tell it where do you want the tracking to start from. So in my case, right from the beginning. And what we want to do is click on the forward icon next to analyze, and then it will analyze the whole video. It analyzes frame by frame where my face moves. Now, of course, maybe you want to give your title a name. So in this case, my face, and then click done. There you go. My face is tracked. We can do the same with the phone, but now we have to tell it what portion to track because it doesn't always recognize an object. As you can see here, it does recognize some, but the phone not necessarily. So basically, I'll just leave the square here and then adjust it so that it fits my cameras on the back. Over here, click analyze, and there you go. My phone. Click done. Let's see. Fast and easy. And yeah, same thing with my watch. We drag a title in this area over here and adjust it a little bit to the size of my watch and the orientation also. Click analyze. My watch. Click done, and there you go. And it doesn't have to be text. You can track an image to an object or a face. And look, let's try to track an image to my face. First, let's delete this text over here. I have a random image of the Italian flag from my last video. I'm just gonna drag and drop it to my face the same way I did with the text. Make the image smaller, of course, maybe, I don't know, 10%. Put it on top of my face, click on the icon here, and done. There you go. It's just super easy. But there's one more detail I want to talk about because actually you can also do it manually. You don't need to drag and drop something on an object or a face, but rather if you go on your timeline with the clip selected, up here, if you scroll all the way down, you have trackers. And by clicking on this plus icon, you add a new tracker. Then you get this grid image, which is basically the area you will be tracking. And again, let's track the phone. Let's make this a little bit smaller so that it actually fits the cameras on my phone. Over here, I think that's okay. We just change the orientation a little bit. And then we do the same. We click on this icon to analyze forward. And as you can see what it did, it created a new tracked object and it actually named it by default object track. You can actually name this differently just so that you can keep an eye on what is what. I'm just gonna call this phone. And then let's say we want to track the Italian flag to the phone. I'll just drag it on my timeline, make it smaller again. And by clicking over here on the transform icon for the flag, we can now get the phone tracking information so that it actually tracks the phone. We click this and done, and then when we play it, it actually tracks the phone. I don't know, I have a love and hate relationship with both Final Cut and Premiere Pro, and at least when one of them comes up with something like this, I gotta give them credit for it. I know, you're like, thank you Alex for this video, thank you so much for showing me how to track things in Final Cut Pro. Don't worry, I got you. So if you enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week in the next video. Ciao.